are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready. Fight, 60.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To pass, here's Jordan Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Love looking to throw it. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Love now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Field, black. Red, yellow. Set.
Now Love. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Watch out now. 60 Fury. Trouble, 38. White. Blue striker. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. The 40. 20. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Love with it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Claws red. Fly through. Ready.
On 4th down, Love. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Love, they go play action now. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
In motion, the tight end.
Real green. Classic, six. Smash, red.
Again, it's Love. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Long red. Green jack.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
10 cycles.
On 2nd and 7, Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Fight, 60. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he's going to get this down near the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, hut. Claw, 10. Red, cycle. 22 middle.
Love to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And up. Backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready?
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
52 blaster. Ready?
Here's Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action now, Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Hey, kill. 47.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. and long. They'll look to throw.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to try and throw.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, kill! 47.
In motion goes the tight end.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Here we go. Going to 54. Why here?
And the slot man goes in motion left.
26.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for first and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Chris Godwin, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw here. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job going for us in incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. More the man in motion.
We're going to 53. Under. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54. Why here? 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
54, going to 54, line. Everyone, kill.
Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards puts it off.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
At 47. We're going 47. 26.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team is.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Amadio Uwariye. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They got to feel great about what they got done.
Finding space at the 40, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
On play action, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play action here on first down. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Prescott on third and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
That one goes for 30 yards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing here, Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Seibert on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We're going to 53.
Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Okay, ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this width of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the